push it because there's always somebody out there that's doing worse. So don't be complaining about your situation. Don't be complaining at all. There's no room or time for complaints. You know what I mean? So you just gotta keep pushing forward. Like, you know, Nikki, who cleans my dad's shop now, she told me something like, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. You know, nothing goes as planned. You make plans, you know, so tell God your plans and he's gonna laugh because God has a plan for each and every one of us. He knows us individually more than we know ourselves, our own selves. So it's just crazy, but I never heard that before. And she told me that yesterday and I was like, it's dope. It's dope.
I can guarantee to you that you didn't think 2-3 years ago that you were this strong.
I hear you. You know, it's, you know, I feel sad and I feel whatever, but it's just emotions, right? You go through your emotions, your highs, your lows. Just gotta check your emotions. Just check your emotions, you know, and then get back to it, towards your goals. You know, short term and long term. I have weekly goals. Before you know it, I've done 52 weeks, you know, and then it's a year, you know, and then you attain the yearly goals, or, but you gotta push yourself because what are you trying to do with yourself? You know, I want to get a house for my children. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to have a home, and that's a sure way of getting in debt. We're in America, you know, you're going to continue renting. That's not the goal. You know, we rent to the best of our abilities, but we're young right now. You know, you got to really like work hard because you're young. You know, when you get older, you want to be able to relax. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's work every day. You got to make every day count. But I want a home. We're gonna better both of our credits, our credit scores, save money. I'm gonna put a down payment on a house that we're in love with. I'm not gonna live someplace that they're like, oh, you're just approved for this. Nah, that's not the goal. But I'm very excited about the future. Going to work every day, I'm excited of each and every day. I mean, I have my insecurities in the morning, like, oh, how is today gonna turn out? And it turns out,
But you're so good.
beautifully, because it's like, I think God helps those who help themselves. If you get up and you're, you know, I don't know a big word to say, but like, if you're like productive, if you continue to be productive, things fall in place, you know? Insecurity is always going to be there because that's just like, but there's no fear, there's no benefits to fear. Like
you said, it's your emotion.
Mm-hmm. You got to check your emotions at the door, and once you check it, go towards your goals. Like I'm talking in circles, but you know, you have to have an objective, you know? I mean, death is a conclusion. You know, death is the conclusion, you know? But what's that thing we seen on Instagram? You know, life expectancy is 78. You retire at some age. Yeah, I'm not good with math, but life expectancy is 78, and then
You retire at 65. So what does that leave you with, like?
So you live.
13.
So you work for 50 years, and then you only have like X amount of time to be free. You know. So in these 50 years of you working and killing yourself to make $1, you need to make it count. You need to make every dollar count. Every decision, you need to make it count. Or else it's just a waste. Before you know it, you look back, you know, you're 50-something years old and you have nothing to show for it. 50-something years old and you're still living paycheck to paycheck. That's a sad story, but that's reality. They said 40% of Americans can't come up with $400 for an emergency. Right now, 40% of Americans, they don't have $400 for an emergency right now. That's mind-boggling. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Let's talk about love.
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 Okay.
Tell Levi what you thought when you saw his mommy the first time.
I was always a really like a coward when it came to women. Like
What?
like my approach was like, can I control this woman? You know? And if I felt I could, I moved forward. But when I met your mom, I was like scared from the moment I seen her, because she was just a grown woman. And I've only messed with young girls younger than me or of my age. And as I said, I was scared. And she held my hand, and I was surprised because she made all the moves. I didn't make no moves. I was scared. She held my hand and she said, "It's okay." And I kind of looked at her and I figured, like, I exhaled. I was relaxed, and I felt support for the first time in my whole existence of living. I figured that I was on to something for the first time in my whole entire life. This was a real woman I met, and she already had 2 children, and I was a child myself. So it's easy to say that I bit off more than I can chew, pursuing a woman of her stature. But it all worked out. It wasn't easy. My fault, because it's like I was in her life, and then I figured I can't handle it. I bit off more than I could chew, so I tried to like leave drastically, like left without saying anything, and then hitting, busting my head on the floor and looking at my own blood, saying, "Wow, you have nobody to blame besides your own self," and just calling her, blowing her up, like, "Please take me back, please, I love you, I need you in my life." And she was just exhausted, like, what am I gonna do with this irresponsible adult? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was no room in her life for me. So I know I had to make so many changes, and I'm still doing it on a day-to-day basis because I'm slow, but
Shut up, I love you.
I love you too. Every day now I tell Louisa, thank you for being in my life. Thank you for dealing with me. Oh, you know what I mean? On and on and on. And it's like I sound like a broken record, but it's the truth, yo. I know that I'm not easy. I'm extremely difficult. I have anxieties and insecurities. And, men are fueled by their own insecurities and things like that. So I am a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? But
You're my hot mess.
yes, I adore our life that we have and that we've created together. And can't nobody, it's just us, and nobody can, man, I dare anybody to try, yo. I have 3 beautiful children, beautiful wife that loves and supports me, and I'm not worried about anything, like people blowing their horn at me.
Here we are at our destination.
Yeah, I'm just focused on getting cured. Change your diet. Eat plant-based and alkaline foods, because all these foods in the supermarket, I don't want to come across like an extremist, but I tell you what, I ain't even trying to put myself on blast, but I've been a mechanic. No matter how much money you put towards your car, I cannot make your car perfect. I mean, even when you buy your car brand new from the dealer, it's not perfect. Trust me. People done test drove the car already, farted in it, all types of things. So
stupid.
business is dirty. Dirty is dirty. Business dirty. Money is dirty. You know what I mean? So when you think of a grocery store, it's like my dog said off of Instagram. What's his name? Liz, what is it?
Oh my gosh.
You'll find him on Instagram. He's really good.
We'll link him down below.
Yeah, and he said that the grocery store is like the prison commissary. The food in there is poison. It's a business. They're killing cows for meat. You know, they're putting preservatives. These foods cause cancer. So you got to get smart. You got to get smart. Real mechanic stuff, because my window don't lock down without using a pen or keys. I just open the door. But like,
He fixes everybody else's car but his car.
yeah. Well, I had to fix the AC in the car, you know, because we got a baby. Look, is that a parking right there? Is that a parking right there?
Yes.
No way.
Stop it now.
Can they see me? It's so dark in here. Yeah, we're here. We're here. This is chemo number 13. Lord have mercy. Somebody called me yesterday and they're like,
We're chapter 2,
they're like,
part 1.
I did 6 months of chemo. I'm like, I'm doing a year of chemo, bro. I really hope this thing just finishes already. I'm exhausted and I just want to get back to providing for my family and spending time with them and saving money and looking towards the future. But, you know.
See you inside.
Good morning, Santos.
You can hardly see that one anymore.
What was it?
Cut your hair.
He said he wanted to be handsome to come back.
Hi, Joyce. Good morning.
Oh, that thing needs to be flushed because I'm sure it hasn't been flushed for like 2 months.